How you doing, guys? Big Mac Danschool here. I just thought I'd record this quick one before bed. A quick update to Nick's not Nick's New Year's. I keep saying Nick's New Year's painting challenge. To IDICBeer's Terrain Square Circle competition. Yes. Okay. So as you can see in front of you, got a load of orc boys attacking this terrain. Let's get them out of the way because they're not part of this. So yeah, you can see my Yanden symbol made from the pop-out circles from a paint rack, basically. You can see it's got a few different levels in there, so what I've tried to do is steps all the way up there, and I did have initially, the highest point was like here, or here somewhere, and it was about this high, but then I thought it doesn't really make sense, because if these steps go up there, this should lead to there, and then to there, rather than just lead to basically making it more difficult to get up here. That didn't really make sense, so what I've done a few high points on it, so there's a high point here and a high point here, this being the highest point. But yeah, it gives it a nice little varied heights on it, basically. And as you saw just a second ago, I've been working with some foam board. It's really easy to work with. I was amazed, to be honest. I'll show you what I got it from. So I got it from this, which is when I used to work for Nike. They had mounted pictures around the store all the time, and all I've done is just peel off the card backing, or I cut it out first and then I peeled off the card backing once I'd cut it out. I don't know if it'd be easier to do it the other way, actually, you know. But it's not really glued on very strongly, so that peels off pretty easily, which is great. And yeah, so I've taken two of these, which are probably about 4mm, and I've glued them. I'll show you on the one that I've not done any sanding on. I've glued them to each other, basically. Yeah, there we go, you can see the join in the middle there. So I've glued them to each other using PVA glue, and yeah, it's looks really messy here, but then all I've done is just sanded them down on the edges, so you can still just about, the light's over the wrong side here really, but yeah, you can still just about see the join there. But if I wanted to cover that up, I could just use some polyfiller or some putty or something. We'll see how it goes, but it's ridiculously easy to work with. I think I'm gonna, you know, I got a load of them photo boards, so I think I'm going to make a load of Eldar terrain, basically. Not for this challenge or competition, but just, you know, in the future, because it's so simple to work with. I've just got like a sanding pad, a sanding block, and just sanded down the edge, and it gives it a nice curved edge, very nicely curved edge, and it just feels really smooth and everything. This piece looked pretty similar to this piece in that I've not cut them out that evenly and stuff like that, but then I just sanded it down and it's gone down really quick. But basically, what I want to do with this, these are like my webway gates, basically. So I want to put one there and one there, and then see if we can get a better angle on this and keep these stood up. Excuse the noise of the chair. So yeah, basically this is how I want it to look. So we've got a nice smooth one there and the unsanded one on this side. So the idea is the webway gate opens and then the units come through and land just in the cup of the chalice there. That's the idea behind that. And I really like this so far. You know, I feel like I'm blowing my own trumpet a bit, but I'm really pleased with it. I'm really surprised how easy foam board is to work with. One thing I've heard though is that it blunts your knives, so don't use any of your best hobby knives on it. Just get some cheap safety knives that you can retract. I got some from the pound shop, I think. I got a pack of about 7 of them or something, and the ones that snap off. When that part of the blade stall, they snap off, but that means as well, because they've got the grooves to snap them off, that means you can really bend them as well, so it makes it easier to do curves. I think it was Mel the Train Shooter did a video on working with foam board, or has done a few videos on working with foam board probably. And there's some really good advice in there. I may link it in the description below, but if I don't, just go over to his channel and have a search for his working with foam board. I think he might have it in a playlist or something. But yeah, that's my update on the terrain so far, and hopefully I will maybe glue these down for the next video. We'll see what happens. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I'll see you on the battlefield.